let me get this straight. Jim Harbaugh has been pretty much the joke of the college football world for the better part of a decade, or however long he's been at Michigan now. You know, and we all know these things by now. Can't beat Ohio State, can't win his division. Huge letdowns in big games in what seems like almost every single year. And then this year, the worst year yet under Jim Harbaugh. So what does Michigan do? Well, of course, they give him an extension. Now, that sounds potato on the surface. But you got to look into what Michigan and Jim Harbaugh actually did in renegotiating Jim Harbaugh's contract. And although this was just finalized within the last couple of days, this has been something that has been known for a month or so. We talked about it here a month ago when it was first sort of rumored that this is what was going to happen. And like I said, at first people kind of scratched their head and go, the hell has this guy done to get a raise and an extension? He was already one of the most highest paid coaches in all of football for no reason. And now he gets an extension after, a 2-win season or whatever they had. And it seemed like it didn't make any sense. Well, when you look into what they actually did, yes, they extended his contract out more years. I think this was his last year or next to the last year on his contract. They extended it out to 2025. But the important thing to know here, not only did they extend his contract out, they lowered the buyout. So it was a give and take. Harbaugh wanted an extension, some job security, which, how much job security is this really? These contracts are meaningless. I don't care if a contract is for 1 year or 100 years. Every single coaching contract is a 1-year contract. These people can be fired. We see it every year. The buyout becomes the issue, right? How many teams and how many times have we looked around and gone, man, I bet you that team wishes they could fire such and such, but they can't afford the buyout. We say it all the time, right? Look at Auburn and Gus Malzahn. Malzahn would have been gone probably after the 2018 season, were it not for his buyout. That's just the truth. They gave him that ridiculous extension and raise at the end of the 2017 season when he lost the SEC title game and then lost to a group of 5 team in the Peach Bowl, which I can't relate to. I can't relate to that. How do you lose to a group of 5 team in the Peach Bowl? Barner? The world will never know. Well, I'll never know because I'm a Georgia fan. All we do is beat group of 5 teams in the Peach Bowl. Learn something about it. Anyway, so they would have fired him after 2018, no questions asked. They couldn't afford to buy out because of the thing they did in 2017. He had a $50 million contract, and his buyout stated that they owed him half the value of his contract. So to fire him in 2018, they'd owed him basically $25 million. You know? So they said, well, can't fire him. They had to keep him in 2019. Well, they finally can afford it, and they fired him. So you have to look in more. You have to look into this Jim Harbaugh deal and see what they did on both sides. Yeah, they extended his contract out to 2025. No one cares about that. I mean, it means nothing, like I said. But they lowered his buyout. Listen to what they did with his buyout. I had to write this down to make sure I get the numbers right. If they fire him this year, anytime during the calendar year of 2021, they only owe him $4 million. Now, to the average idiot like me and you, $4 million is a lifetime's worth of money. But in the college coaching world, in the buyout world, $4 million is nothing. Now, what if they keep him one more year and fire him in 2022? Well, then they only owe him $3 million. So you get the idea. They lowered his ridiculous buyout to $4 million. And on top of that, it goes down $1 million every year after this year. So they fire him today or they fire him December 31st, 2021, they owe him $4 million. They fire him anytime during 2022, $3 million. Anytime during 2023, $2 million. You get it. It just keeps going down till 2025 when the contract expires. I said this a month ago when we started hearing rumors of this. I feel the same way now. This will be Jim Harbaugh's last year at Michigan. The only way Jim Harbaugh keeps his job past this coming season, the 2021 season, is with a win over Ohio State and a division title. That's it. Anything short of that, and Michigan is writing this $4 million check, and Jim Harbaugh's hitting the door. So when you see the headlines, or you see people talking about, oh my God, did you see that Michigan extended Jim Harbaugh? Oh my, why'd they do that? Stupidest university on earth? Maybe. They may be. This was actually a good move for the University of Michigan because they can afford a $4 million buyout. Again, I know that's an I know that's an insane amount of money to me and you, but in the buyout world, $4 million is considered a bargain. So that's what's going to happen. And I don't think he can beat Ohio State or win the division. Hell, he never has. Jim Harbaugh and Dan Mullen are the same person in disguise. Both of these guys have been the head coach at Power 5 schools for 12, 13 years, right? And combined between the two of them, they have a grand total of 0 conference titles. Not a single one. Never mind a playoff berth or a playoff win. That's 24 years combined between the two of them. Jim Harbaugh and Dan Mullen. 0 conference titles. And again, each have been at 2 different Power 5 schools. So they both have opportunities in 2 different places. That's a total of 4 schools in 24 years. 0 conference titles between these two bums. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Dan Mullen. What a joke this Dan Mullen is. Hell, maybe add a Dan Mullen video today too. In fact, let me know. I could add a Dan Mullen video. This is already the second one today. What's up next? What is up next? Oh, I was going to do a Jarrett Guerin-Dudu video. With this bum transferred, I have plenty to say about that. I could do a Dan Mullen video too. But again, it's 500 likes. It is what it is. 500 likes and Uncle Lou keeps making videos. And I don't stop until a video doesn't get 500 likes. That's just the way it is. So that's what you need to know about Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, the University of Michigan is a dumpster. And Jim Harbaugh is the juice that's swirling around in the bottom of it. And it sounds potato on the surface to hear that Michigan gave him an extension, but that's why. His buyout's been lowered to $4 million, goes down $1 million a year after that. $4 million is already affordable. If he doesn't beat Ohio State for the first time ever this year, if he doesn't win a division for the first time ever this year, he's fired. They'll cut him the check for $4 million and bid him adieu. There's another thing to the contract where if Jim Harbaugh leaves, he owes the university money. But again, we're talking about really no money at all compared to what these coaches make. If Jim Harbaugh leaves Michigan of his own free will this year, during this calendar year of 2021, he owes the University of Michigan $2 million, and then that amount goes down $500,000 per year after that. So in 2022, we would owe him $1.5 million. You get the idea. This means nothing either, because if he takes a job in the NFL making $10 million a year, he's just going to take $2 million of that and give it to Michigan. What does he care? So instead of making $10 million that year, he'll make $8 million. Oh my God. Oh, the humanity. How will he ever live on $8 million a year? The world will never know. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget, live streaming the national title game Monday night, 8 o'clock with Pigskin Pete. 500 thumbs up, and we just keep the videos going. Period. End of story. Have a good day.